Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the new Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars, Series 2, Britney Spears. From the folks over at NECA, who are producing now the Simpsons property, we're getting the Series 2 finally of the 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars. Britney Spears, which I'm sure Britney Spears probably has one of these figures currently in her collection. There's very few Britney Spears figures if you don't technically count the Britney Spears dolls. How does Spot know that? Don't ask. This is recommended for ages 14 and up. There's a warning: choking hazard. Small parts not for children under 3 years of age. On the flip side, on the back side of the package, it comes to us from Season 11, Episode 12, Britney Spears in the Mansion Family. Air date, January 23rd, 2000. In the Season 11's The Mansion Family, the teen sensation co-hosted the Springfield Pride Awards with Kent Brockman. After Britney accidentally killed the winner of the Oldest Citizen Award with a kiss to the cheek, she helped hand the award to runner-up C. Montgomery Burns. Be on the lookout of other Simpsons characters from the Season 2 guest stars. We have Lucy Lawless, Tony Hawk, Mark Hamill, Maggie Simpson, and then we have Roger Daltrey, John Eswittle, and Pete Townsend from the band The Who. You can collect them all. You can also head over to www.necaonline.com to check out not only the Simpsons figures that they're producing, but also the other licensed figures as well. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to have a better look at Britney Spears. Stay tuned, guys. There's more heading your way. Don't go anywhere. Unlike Lucy Lawless, Britney Spears does technically come with an accessory, though it doesn't look like the accessory can be removed from her hand. This being the Oldest Citizen Award, it looks like it has been sculpted into her hand, which is not a bad thing. It's still a beautiful looking piece, and even the level of detailing on the award itself is really quite nice. Also, something that I've mentioned before, and I'll mention now as well, one thing I like also about NECA producing these lines is that the level of accuracy these figures are to the characters in the show. I also really like that their builds are also matching those in the show. You can see really how completely different these sculpts are between Lucy Lawless and Britney Spears. It really adds for a good visual when you have these all eventually on your shelf. Currently, Spot's got his Series 1 on his shelf, and I'm very happy actually to be adding now these to him as well. Really nice paint and nice sculpt to the Britney Spears face. Does it look like Britney Spears? Possibly, I would say no. However, though, it does look like Britney Spears from the episode. In fact, if I move the figure to the side and we bring in the packaging, you can see how exact that is to the drawing that the figure is based from. So you're not really necessarily going to be getting a celebrity likeness with these characters, but the one thing you are going to definitely be getting is a likeness to how they appeared in the show. She looks like she was taken right out of the show, the same way that Lucy Lawless looks like she was taken out of the episode of Treehouse of Horror. So really nice coloring, both in the pink pants. Are those yoga pants? I can't tell. I'm an old guy. I don't know. She also has her blue tank top on there as well. Also some nice added details with the lighter stripes down the sides of legs, the string cord in the front of her pants, and right down to the sneakers, complete with treads underneath. For your articulation, Britney Spears' head does rotate left and right. Her arms do still rotate despite the fact that she has the trophy in her hand. You can still rotate her arms technically all the way around. And she does also have a rotation in her other arm as well. You'll notice too that her hand is kind of cupped. You could technically even have it up by her head if you wanted to, but I guess the design of it is meant to have it resting against the side of her waist. Speaking of waist, her articulation, she also has articulation in the waist as well. I find that when you turn Britney Spears, just because she has such a narrow waist, sometimes she does like to start separating. It's no problem as it's just a peg-in point. Really a nice piece. Would I ever see myself possibly getting a Britney Spears figure? Not necessarily, but when you start releasing them in a Simpson-esque design, and you have the folks over at NECA Studios producing these pieces, I'm definitely on board for getting not only Britney Spears, but all the other figures that they're producing from Series 2. Britney Spears, I'm going to give her an 8.5. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the NECA Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars Series 2, Britney Spears. Don't you be going anywhere, guys. Even though Spot's finished his review of Britney Spears, there's definitely more Simpsons figures heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.